Good to see you. You got your Bubba? You ready to go, huh? Well, we've been talking all day about people who do different things. Magnify things, reduce things, alter things. You know what's good is the truth. Just the plain, unvarnished truth. I had a relative used to say, call a spade a spade. Like, I didn't play cards, so I just thought that was kind of funny. What's a spade? And, you know, I knew about the spade out in the yard, you know, dig up the dirt, but call a spade, you know? And that's the idea with humility. If you're humble, then you're going to acknowledge, you know, I'm not the prettiest crayon in the box, and, you know, I've got a few miles here on this old tire, and worn out the surface, and I got a lot of gray in my beard nowadays, and got a kind of a raspy voice, and my suspenders are getting kind of worn and tired, and I make mistakes. I'm a horrible, horrible person. I really am. I'm a filthy, rotten sinner. I make mistakes. I don't treat my family the way that I want to. The things I want to do, I can't do. The things that I'm not supposed to do, I do. Woe is me, said Paul. And woe is me, said Bob. Do people call you a name and then go, yeah, he's a black widow, and his name is that what they do? Or do they go, oh, that guy's name is Andre, and he has a black widow history of some problems. It's a big difference. What do you put first? Do you put first all of the sin and the labeling and the government requirements, and then say, oh yeah, and his name is yucky yucky? Or do you go, this guy's name is wonderful. He's a great guy. And yeah, he's definitely I never saw this before. There's a lake over there. Wow. I never saw that lake over there. I've been driving down this road for years. I never look to my left. I always look out here at all the expansive fields. But right there's a lake. Beautiful lake. Wow. Want to go swimming or boating or something, you know. So do you look at people and you label them? The first thing look at that person. I don't know his name, but that's not the way to do it. Unless you're going to give a good name. It's always okay to say a good name. That guy's saved, and his name is Andre. That guy's forgiven, and his name is Joe. That guy's a forgiver, his name's Matthew. That lady, you know, I mean, you can go through and say blessings and say good things about a person, and you know, and say, yeah, and their name is Mary, their name is Bethany, or their name is Robert, or their name is Bill. I think it's wrong. I don't think the Bible encourages us to go through and label people with ugly, hateful, condemning names from the pit of hell, then walk around, you know, cocking her head back. That's not the right attitude. That's a bad spirit. That's a bad attitude. We don't want to have an attitude like that. An attitude that says, yeah, I know. Remember that person that we used to talk about all the time? That's the attitude you don't want to have. You don't want to have the, I know. Well, maybe you do know, but you know what? Who knows more? You or Jesus? Well, I'm good. I'm a good guy. I'm a moral guy. I'm a friendly guy. Good. Who's the most friendly, who's the most moral, it's the Lord. I'm sure that there's a lot of people around me that are much better people than me. I know my wife, Kenny Jeanette, she is a real genius. She is she's so gifted. You know, she knows so many things that I just like scratching my head going, wow, you know, how does she know that? How does she figure that out? And, you know, and I have gifts I'm sure that she would like to have. Because everybody's different. Everybody's gifted a little bit differently. Well, today, let's not worry about who's better. Let's not worry about who's gifted, who's not. Let's just focus on Jesus today. Let's not focus on labels. Yeah, and there, part of that wanting to label people, part of that wanting to put our tongue in our cheek and you know, have a sneer in our voice is the joy in being superior. Well, I'm better than so-and-so because he's I'm not. Look at me, I'm not. Look at him, he is. Yeah? So, what does that prove? You know, you who are pointing the finger, you who have got the high and mighty disease, you've got a lot of sins and imperfections and terrible habits that this other person will never have. He doesn't have that weakness. He's a different person. He's got strengths where you got your weaknesses. So, boys and girls, men and women, ladies and gentlemen, I love Jesus today. I'm depending upon God today. I'm depending upon God to touch our family. I'm depending upon God to reach our community. I'm depending upon God to do what's right and just in the world. And He expects us to do that. The Lord expects us to flourish in what He's given us to do. The Lord expects us to be forgivers, gracious, kind, loving, and patient. We've been forgiven a great debt. We've been forgiven an awful lot of sin, a lot of icky stuff. God knows every bad thought we've had. God knows every bad choice we made. God knows every cookie that we took when we weren't supposed to have a cookie. God knows every foul word that we've ever spoken. And He still loves us and He forgives us. So how can we look around at somebody else and go? And then as far as that person that wants to put people down who are struggling, the person that wants to minimize sin and then put blame on people who have no sin, God help them. God help that person on the day of judgment, stand before God and, you know, standing there, Mr. High and Mighty, and then just one glimmer of God, and they're going to be flat on their faces, screaming like babies. God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What have I done? Oh my God, screaming and gnashing of teeth. Hell is going to be full of people who thought they were all that. They knew all the labels. And there, and there, and there, and there, and them, and them, and them. And they could point the finger so fast. They were like Quick Draw McGraw. I don't know if anybody knows about who that is anymore, but, you know, just the riflemen of accusation. You know, they had their Tommy gun full of condemnation and hate. And they get there before God without a word, without any sort of, they're just going to be laid out. Every knee will bow, every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. There won't be any excuses, there won't be any garbage. Not going to be one word spoken. We just know. They'll just know, and you and I will know. We'll just God bless you. See you tomorrow. Give me a call. 1-213-713-8954, green at att.net on the Twitter, Mr. Bob 8954, and of course you're watching Bob's Daily Devo. Catch you soon. Love you. Bye.